So yeah, it's live. Yep. Yeah, it's just too busy editing a video. So yeah, and so yeah, fucking hell, get the thing right. Yeah. Wish you could just sit back and then just get right up to the mic, and it's just really hard to get. Really hard to get to actually sit right up to the mic and sit, but it's really hard to sit back. I don't have to be right. I think that's fine. I'm somewhat sat back now. There, that's more comfortable because just sometimes you have to. I'm kind of leaning forward. Yeah, I saw your message there, Chris. Yeah. It's cool. That's cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. Why has it been a pain? So I'm just gonna go. It's probably gonna go up to just up to 5 then, because obviously my sister gets back after that. So, isn't it? So it's just so after this. Where's the Hangout thing there? That's it. Well, it's a banner thing. Never effing works. I wish it would work. Nope. Just forget it. So maybe you put the banner. I could put Dale channel at the bottom there. Like, yeah. I know it is a pain, but just it's one of those things. All right, John. Yeah.
Yeah. How's it going? Okay.
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, just
Cool. Saw your preview of
the Terminator. Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks alright. I don't know if I'm gonna see it at the cinema or I don't know. We'll probably have to wait a while for it to come on Netflix. It'll be after it's been at the cinema.
Yeah, it might. Plus the fact it might not definitely come to Netflix.
Oh, sure. It depends if it does well, innit? I think, innit?
It depends who else grabs it up. I mean, Sky might grab it, or Amazon might grab it. So I don't know.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it depends where it gets put onto. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but you can always get it on Amazon Prime, innit? I guess.
There is better and freer ways to get hold of films.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
You can. I usually wait till it's released on either streaming or a Blu-ray, and then I get it through other means, because I prefer watch my films in reasonably good quality. So
Definitely. If you can't watch it in HD, it's no point.
Yeah,
everything's high definition now.
Yeah, I make sure there's at least a 1080p version available to watch. So watch my films. Just watched Captain Marvel. Well, the newest one that was released this year. That was the Marvel franchise. Didn't think much of it really. not one of the best Marvel films. It's a bit boring, in fact.
I think the last Marvel film I probably saw was probably might have been Spider-Man, probably.
Oh,
Yeah. I think that was like the one that came out in was it
oh
2002 or something? That one, the one with I can't remember his name. That's the last
God.
probably Marvel one.
Oh my God. That was like the first one, wasn't it?
It might
2000.
have been, yeah.
Ah, yeah, I saw that. I saw that at the cinema, actually. Yeah.
It's been I'm not really. It's not really watched. Oh, I've obviously seen other films as well, but I don't know. Just they've got so many films to watch. I just there's not so many I haven't seen.
You've got a huge backlog of films.
Exactly, so I'm never gonna run out of films to watch.
No.
It's great in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the thing with Terminator films is the last, because they've obviously done like what I had to be lost. I know it's obviously Terminator 1, which was in the 80s, mid 80s, I think, and then there was Terminator 2, which was 91. And then they did like films after it, and they were just running up to scratch.
Exactly. I don't think the third one was as good as the first two. Yeah, the first two were the best. Yeah.
The classics, yeah. The thing is, they seem to do that a lot these days. You get like let's go back to the classic films. I don't know if you've seen any of them, but the Star Wars movies, the original Star Wars movies, were the best. New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, the best out of a lot. All the ones after, the countless ones after that, have all been not up to that standard. And the same with Alien and Aliens, because Alien and Aliens were the both brilliant movies, and the ones after that were just not up to scratch. So it just seems, I don't know, I'm not like very confident that they're going to produce something that's on par with the first two Terminator films, considering I do these classic films. I mean, it's these classic films when they had like pretty bad special effects and everything, and they just seem to be all around better movies. I mean, what's
Oh,
Star Wars? Terminator. I think Terminator, the original Terminator, was like mid '80s or early '80s. Terminator.
I was
1984 Terminator was the original Terminator, and the 1991 for the Terminator 2. And I don't know. I just think they were kind of like did bad movies around that period of time. And what was it? Alien was about 79, I think. And Aliens was about mid 80s again.
oh yeah.
And Star Wars was 77, and Empire Strikes Back was early 80s again. But it just seemed like around that period of time, it just seemed to come out with better movies. Perhaps I'm just looking at rose tinted glasses, because it's like obviously you look back at you when you saw stuff in your youth that just seemed better around, but it's not been pressed by much recently. The Avengers film, the previous one, can't remember the name of it. That's quite good. It's Infinity, is it? Avengers Affinity. But I'm just getting old and cynical.
I find a lot of movies they don't quite match up to the originals. Same with a lot of I think same with TV series and stuff. Sometimes, but sometimes the things can be better. But I always find always hear about that. People say, oh, the original stuff's better. Of
Doctor
stuff.
Who's the same. Doctor Who, the old when I was a kid, the old series Doctor Who used to be much better than the new crap they put out. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Chris says hi. He says John,
Hi.
Chris.
Oh, hi, Chris.
It's on Discord. It was on Discord. He's just chatting through that because I've.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's like with the old wrestling. I like the older stuff because it's more like it's like the wrestling these days. It seems more It just seems more like childish. Like the wrestling before, like especially the Attitude Era, it was more for older, young adults and stuff. It was more. Yeah. It's better.
Yeah, yeah.
Like even the kiddies, even the kid one was kind of more like it wasn't so like childish. It's kind of cool. It's still kind of cool and just looked good. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, films in general. I can't. Lot of the lot of good TV around. You should look for it. Obviously, like something like it's Stranger Things and uh, mine's gone blank. Black Mirror. So there's like good like when it comes to TV programs, there's good stuff being produced. But then again, you go like something like Star Trek Discovery, which is awful. When the special effects look fantastic for a TV program, but the actual plots and storylines and characters are awful. Star Trek Discovery. Just, I don't know. Netflix is going up by 20% soon, so I think I'll cancel mine because there's just not enough good stuff on it, really.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be brilliant for you because obviously it's loads and loads of stuff you haven't seen, but I'll see.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but oh God, I watched some absolutely awful stuff on there. There was they did a like an exclusive film on there called Rim of the World. This is like a invasion movie, alien invasion thing, and it's absolutely awful. And then I started watching a zombie movie called Redcon One, and that was awful as well. I don't know how they greenlight these stuff. I mean, I was so not Amazon, Netflix back them and give them money to produce these things, don't they? How did they get greenlighted in the first place? Absolutely awful. I mean, it's not me who thinks they're awful. It's just generally all around. You look at the reviews of these things, and they're just getting trashed. Other. I mean, yeah, Netflix does come out with some brilliant stuff, but it comes out with some pretty awful stuff as well.
It comes up with lots of. They have a lot of series on there, don't they? Stuff, a lot of series and
Yeah,
stuff. Don't they?
if you want to binge watch, someone can
It's
get.
mainly for that. Is it just mainly series that the best, and they're not so much movies? I don't know.
Yeah, like I say, you could get like hundreds of hours of entertainment out of it because you could pick the right stuff. You can some really good stuff on there. Um,
Chris says Captain Marvel was shit. So he thinks it's shit now.
yeah, yeah, I didn't think much of it. Yeah.
It says that it says he gave it a chance, but he couldn't stand someone called Brie Larson. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. She wasn't as charismatic Avenger. I don't know.
I've not watched it, so I wouldn't know who that is.
Oh, well, Brie Larson. Yeah.
The weather's much nicer. It's a bit warmer today. It's more like the summer again. This is good. It's warmed up.
Yeah, it's still it hasn't warmed up in the flat yet, but so, I opened the windows today, so yeah, it must be getting warmer. Hold on, I was stuck in a blue break.
It's definitely what's warm in here though. This apartment gets after the heat.
Oh, you could be getting. I've got it for my speakers. Hold on, one sec. I'll turn the speakers off.
I noticed James has updated his picture. If you look at his channel, his picture's updated, so he's obviously online again. So I don't know, he's obviously still. I've just said I've noticed that James has updated his picture on his channel. His picture's changed. So obviously I think he's active again. Obviously he's still around. So
Oh, it hasn't put new videos up. It's just updated. So.
yeah, just update his picture and that's it.
Oh.
I don't know.
Is that a way you can contact people when you're like subscribed to their YouTube channels?
That's impossible now because they got rid of they got rid of personal messaging.
Oh, did they? Oh,
yep.
I don't know what's happening with YouTube. They keep making like weird decisions. I mean, you said the way you do Hangouts now, the beta version of it's not very good. Did you say? You said it was.
Yeah, so it's really hard to get to. Like it just makes navigating around and stuff just a bit. Look, it's a pain. It's like you have to you have to go for so many pages to get to the clicks. If you keep clicking it, it keeps the layout keeps changing constantly. It's really hard to find the Hangout thing through like the new Studio Beta thing, whatever you call it, but I don't know if you call it beta or beta. I think that's an American way of saying it, isn't it? I don't know.
Oh, I say beta.
The beta, yeah, it's probably a bit better.
Better.
Or better. This is better.
That's beta.
I've been. It's just eventually that's just going to become the default eventually. So.
Oh, is that right? I'll hopefully make some changes before it comes out. Complete version.
No, I think they're just constantly. I think they're just slowly just changing it and stuff and.
So just recently cancelled Google Plus, didn't they?
Oh yeah, did yeah.
So I quite liked. I preferred it to Facebook, and then cancelled it.
That's a shame about that because I liked how you could create like a circle, so you could just. It's better for like sharing links and stuff, I think, as well, and also.
Too late. Facebook dominated it by the time they got around to doing it. So didn't stand a chance really. But because Google actually own YouTube, don't they?
I think they parted ways at one point, but I think they still have like, but some of the stuff is still Google like products though. So I think they are still partly with them.
Right. Yeah.
Because this is Google, isn't it? Like Google Hangouts are part of Google, so they're done through YouTube. And
yeah, Google always impressed me that they used to like bring out lots of really cool free stuff, like Google Maps and Gmail and all that kind of stuff. Well, they started cancelling a lot of their like services and not doing so well now. And they're kind of like, they used to be like experimenting and bringing out new services and stuff, free services. And I don't know, they seem to be cutting back on everything now. Don't know why they got shit tons of money.
I think subscriber numbers are important to YouTube now. It depends. It's all about whether you've got over 1,000 subs and if you're a big YouTuber. It's what they're mainly focusing on. Just it's all about them now. They don't really like people that just are small in here. I don't care too much about. Like because they scrapped like they got rid of streaming for people on mobiles under 1,000 subs. If you have 1,000 subs, you can't you can no longer live stream on a mobile device. So
Yeah. Could
they
you,
don't seem to care about
couldn't you
that. So
just
they don't care
like
about the
launch,
people that
launch
used to
Chrome up on your mobile and do it that way?
Oh, it's really hard to do Hangouts through your phone. It's hard to do it through the live thing on YouTube.
I just wondered if you could, because I do it for an app at the moment. And can you just go launch the Chrome browser up and launch your?
I've tried it. It doesn't work. It just needs to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought before. I could perhaps do Hangouts through the phone, but you can't. It doesn't need to.
Okay.
You can't start them up through your phone. So.
Right.
So I don't know. Just like to make life hard for people, don't they? Just make it as hard as possible. And just cut back on stuff and.
Yeah, but you got to consider all this stuff's free. You got to give them that benefit, haven't you? You're not paying for any of it, are you?
Oh, true. Yeah, they have started adding stuff now that's not complete. They have they've got other features now like premium and YouTube Premium. You know what stuff you can pay for that, can't you? And you get more stuff available.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
There's also, so.
Just bought that Pepsi Max raspberry.
Have we got a raspberry flavor now? Have they?
Yeah, that's addictive. That's the reason I had to go low, because it goes straight through you. These Pepsi drinks.
No, if I have a drink with a tea, I have to go to the toilet.
Yeah, it drinks contain caffeine. They're a diuretic. Make you go to low. Diuretic. I've said that wrong, but yeah.
So yes,
So they're making another Rambo film as well. This 55 minutes ago, this the trailer for the new Rambo film. Rambo 5: Last Blood. Can't say I was a fan of any of the Rambo films.
I think there is some movies I have seen all of. Like I've seen all the Jurassic Parks. I've seen every one of them. I've seen pretty much.
Yeah, again, the first one was still the best out of all Jurassic films.
Oh, definitely. Definitely the first was just classic.
Steven Spielberg. I think the second one was Steven Spielberg as well. But
I like how they always add in with all the recent one. They always add in Jurassic Parks, the original tune, just to make just always remember back to the original ones. They always have that same that always had that Jurassic Park original tune into it. It's cool.
Yeah. The music, the John Williams does music.
Yeah,
he did music for E.T. and Star Wars and Jurassic Park, as I said. Yeah, he does some fantastic music. Close Encounters. Yeah, I really like his music. Imperial March, my favourite one from Star Wars. Oh, Jaws is music for Jaws, the classic. Yeah, and then dun, 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 dun. Remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That is classic. That piece of music. This went so well with it.
What's your opinion about the trailer, the Terminator? It looks alright. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I wasn't that impressed. It
doesn't look as good as the originals, but it's got Sarah Connor in it, and it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger.
She looks like Sentley.
I know, it's stupid. They look so old now. It's like, really? Are they still doing this again? The Liquid Terminator doesn't look very intimidating either, so it's kind of like that kind of ruins it. It doesn't look very like original, like the T-1000. He was like, he really fit that character. Kind of had that skip, that creepy kind
of like the creepy look, didn't they? Yeah, I'm not sure about New Black. I know she must be partly cybernetic because she was injured, wasn't she? And you could see under her skin she had like some kind of like wire mesh under her skin when she got injured. But when he threw the metal bar at her, it hit her arm.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, she's got like. So she's obviously a production of the.
I wonder if Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sarah Connor are the good ones this time, or they're the bad ones again, like the original. Because they were not Sarah Connor. I mean, like the Terminator, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger was the bad one on the original, wasn't he, in the first one? Then he was a good Terminator in the second.
Programmed him, didn't they? In the second one, he was bad one in the first one, but didn't they reprogram him and send him back again on the second one? And he was a good guy protecting John Connor, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's, I haven't seen it in a long time, actually. I might have to check it out again.
Yeah, I've seen clips on YouTube of it, like the bit with the liquid Terminator, the T-1000s, like that with that kind of like the music as well. They add to it. It's even creepier when
Yeah, your music was good. Yeah, it adds to a lot of the film music. The music's really good. It can add a lot to a film, especially like something like Star Wars. Music added a lot, and Jaws, as I mentioned before, added a lot to the movie. So this seems to me most soundtracks seem to be a little bit forgettable these days. It doesn't seem to be.
After I've seen that movie, I'll do a review of what I thought of it. The Terminator one. So yeah, I start doing a lot of movies now. If I see a movie, when I start doing reviewing what I thought of it, so that's what I was doing. It's cool. It's good to do that. It's cool, and people know what kind of films you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, otherwise, this film's good. I don't matter what subject matter it is really, but I've got preference for sci-fi really.
I like anything. I like sci-fi. I like action, horror, thriller, comedy. I've even like the romantic stuff as well. So,
I've been forced to sit through that. My sister, watched Love Actually. Oh my god!
Not that film. I would have watched that. Though.
She says, "Oh, it's really, really good."
I like some love stories that are but they're not really certain things that I don't really like the. Well, it depends. It depends on the film. I'm not Love Actually there. I wouldn't watch that.
Awful. Women lap it up. Must appeal to women. Another Godzilla movie as well.
I've seen the thing about. I've seen like the billboard for that.
Yeah, I'm not liking the Godzilla movies.
I'm not Godzilla again.
Yeah, I can't. Another Toy Story movie coming out. Toy Story 4. I've got a soft touch for the old God, what they got? I'll tell you, I totally lose my mind. I keep forgetting things recently. I think we've been getting senile dementia. I hope I'm not. But
With Toy Story, I think that was the second movie I ever saw. I think the first movie I ever saw was Lion King. No, it wasn't. Jurassic Park was the first movie I ever saw in my life.
Toy Story films and they're made by a certain company. I can't remember. Mine's gone blank.
Pixar or something, is it? No.
Pixar, yeah, you know. God, can't remember. Pixar, yeah, because they're owned by Disney now, but they're produced by Pixar, weren't they? Or they're, the Untouchables and Up and they've done loads of movies, haven't they? But they've all been pretty good. Even for adult viewing, they've all been pretty good.
I definitely would see the Toy Story because I've seen it because I've seen the other one as well. So I just sort that I probably would see. It's kind of reminds me of childhood a bit.
Yeah,
I think that the third movie I ever saw was Toy Story. I think the first was Jurassic Park, and then it was with Lion King second, then it was Toy Story.
Yeah.
I think it was 96. I think that came out in 1996, wasn't it? I think it was one of those years. I think it was. When I saw it at the cinema. Yeah. So Jurassic World 1993. Not Jurassic World. Jurassic Park was I saw that in 1993. Lion King 1994. Then I saw Toy Story 1996. And those are the first movies I ever saw in my entire life.
Oh yeah, that's WALL-E was another good one. That was Pixar as well. Toy Story, WALL-E, Up. I didn't think much of Frozen. I don't know, it was a big thing with the kids, wasn't it? I didn't think much of Frozen. Monsters was alright as well. Not one of my favourites. There's Ratatouille as well. And I think of it. Is the hold on. Google help me out. Help me out. The Incredibles was good, and The Incredibles 2 was good as well, with the more recent one. Oh, Inside Out, that was really good. That's classic, that was. You haven't seen Inside Out, have you?
Oh, no.
It's worth watching because it's to do with mental health, so it's interesting, that mental health kind of stuff. Kind of.
So what was that? A film?
Huh. Yeah, Inside Out. It was the Pixar film, one of their animated stuff. You should like Pixar films. So definitely check it out. Coco was quite good as well, actually. That was another Pixar film that went under the radar. It's like Pixar movies and thing. It brings out all the movies and sliding bars. All the Pixar movies out.
I would imagine Ice Age is the same, made by that as well.
No, Ice Age is DreamWorks, wasn't it?
Oh, DreamWorks, sorry.
Yeah, that's quite good. Ice Age is quite good as well. And How to Train a Dragon, that's DreamWorks as well. Trying to see what films I've seen recently. Let's see. What have I recently downloaded?
The one film I did see at the cinema, I think it was in 2006. I saw the World Trade Center film. I went to see that, which is it wasn't really. So it's not. I don't think that's a cinema sort of film to go and see. It's not really.
What film's that?
Was it World Trade Center? It's like they did a film in 2006 about
Oh, right, like a
9/11. So it's just about that day, what happened and stuff.
Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy? That's quite a fun movie to watch.
Oh no, I haven't seen no.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot. It's the problem. It's like it's sad, really. It's pretty sad, but
Oh, really? So it's sad. Aquaman?
oh no, I didn't see that. I was gonna go and see it, but
That's not that's DC rather than Marvel, but
I
oh,
saw
yeah.
the other movie, the one with the I can never remember the name of it. It's like, but it's like I really liked it.
Oh,
I saw it in January.
Bumblebee.
The Bumblebee. I really like that movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, I don't know. Never been a big fan of the Transformers movies. I think Bumblebee was generally review-wise, it was probably one of the higher reviewed movies for the Transformers.
It was pretty good. It was definitely a I enjoyed the movie. It was good.
Yeah, it's, yeah, I don't like Michael Bay. I think he's an awful director. So that's why I don't like all the stuff he's ever produced has been total crap, in my opinion, of course. So in my opinion. Um, yeah, I can't think of anything that Michael Bay that he's done that's good. But and I keep letting him make films, I don't they? Michael Bay keep putting them out, but not so much recently because his last Transformers movies have been a big flop, haven't they? So that's probably why.
Oh, I never saw the other Transformers movie. I didn't see the one with
No, I'm not.
that one with what's his name, Shia LaBeouf in it. I didn't see that one.
No,
There's one with him, wasn't there?
no.
Michael, he did The Rock. That was good.
What was it?
Chris says Michael Bay did The Rock. That was good.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it once. I vaguely remember it. I don't. Can't say I was blown away with it, but yeah, each to their own kind of thing. Pearl Harbor, no, that was one of the worst films ever. That's a Michael Bay film.
So they did one on Pearl Harbor today. A film.
Yeah, he did a completely historically inaccurate version of Pearl Harbor.
Was that about conspiracies? Was that or something? I'm not.
No, Pearl Harbor's you know Pearl Harbor, don't you?
I know. Yeah. It's like a big
Yeah,
disaster thing.
yeah, it's just a recreation of that. Yeah, that's fine. That was all right.
Yeah, but there is conspiracy theories about that. But I don't believe them. No, I don't really read into that.
Yeah, what conspiracy about Pearl Harbor?
I think you all hear about stuff like Jesse from Torah talking about stuff like that. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if there is one about that though, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was one about it. There's a conspiracy about nearly everything these days.
yeah,
I don't know if there's. I'm not really. I don't know if there is one about it, but it wouldn't be surprising.
Yeah, I mentioned it before, but you never heard of it. I mean, the Novichok poisonings.
Oh, what's that?
Novichok poisonings.
Oh, I've not heard of that. No.
No, it was recently. So 2 people died from Novichok. Oh no, uh,
But that's a hard one, isn't
died
it?
last year. It wasn't that long ago.
Oh, I've never heard of that. No.
No, you never heard of it. It's
No.
like it was all over the news. He must have been like, I don't know.
I really watched the news, but I've started watching it again a bit, so because I've got BBC iPlayer now. But just
No, it just seems that that all seems suspicious. Just explains about that because the fact that the Novichok poison is like really deadly, and like thousands of people, and only like killed like killed like 2 people. Well, I didn't actually kill them, did it? It would, they both recovered, didn't they? And the second time it was used, one of them died. It wasn't actually used. They found. I don't know. It just all seems suspicious to me. I don't know.
So, what's it called again? Sorry, I think of what's it called again?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay.
So Chris asks, "Well, what's your what is it? I need to find the chat again. Yeah. Something to do with movies.
Novichok. See, spell it.
Now, what's your favorite movie? He's
My
asking.
favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
That is such a hard thing to do.
That's hard for me to choose. Well, I can't really choose one. There's seen so many.
Because you're talking like thousands and thousands of movies. uh, I've lost your sound. You haven't pulled your cable out of it.
Oh, I don't know.
No, that's right.
That's right. Yeah.
Was talking.
Oh no, that happened last time. The cable came out. So it's like I couldn't figure out what's causing it. This cable here moved that a bit. So.
Okay. That's right. That's right. I'll be mind. Wow. I'd gotta say Star Wars: New Hope because it was a film that blew me away the most. Mainly because I saw it when I was 7 years old. Yeah. Yes, Star Wars: New Hope. Let's just watch it again. It'll probably be a bit dated. Obviously, I haven't seen it for quite a long time. I suppose you kind of forget, don't you, as well? Doesn't it? It's also the Shawshank Redemption. That's a really good film. So.
Oh, I can't choose one. I can't. I've not seen that many films in a while. So, the recent one, the most recent one I've seen, I would say Bumblebee is my favorite. The most recent I've seen. So I've not seen many recently. So I don't have. It's not actually a big choice of favorite movies.
Yeah, it could be like your top 10 movies, favorite movies, rather than top 1 because it's just too hard to do. Really.
Chris says he has a recommendation for you.
Oh,
a TV show, a TV series called Chernobyl. I don't know how to pronounce that. Chernobyl or something. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll copy the word.
Okay. Thanks.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh yeah, okay. We can put it in.
I just put it on the live chat, yeah.
On
So
the
copy it,
Okay.
the word.
Not coming through yet.
Oh, it's just there. There it is.
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, been watching it, been full on it. See, it's really good. Yeah, gripping. Yeah. I think I might have mentioned it on another stream when I was talking to you. Yeah, it's really horrific and disturbing, Chernobyl. Yes, it's on Sky, but I get it from my usual means. Yeah, because that happened in 1996, didn't it? Did you had the Chernobyl disaster in 1996?
No, I've not heard of it now. I probably have heard of it somewhere. I just don't really. I'll have to Google it. Just never. That was a nuclear incident, accident. Yeah. But yeah. I think I've not heard it now. Just.
Yeah, they exposed the actual radioactive rods, didn't they? And because it blew the whole reactor up, so that's exposed all the radiation. One of the worst nuclear disasters ever.
Even been in that area now, it's probably not safe because they're probably still around.
No, still too radioactive to live there. What was that? 40 years later. I don't know what 30 years on.
Yeah, as far as I've not heard about that disaster. I mean, I watched a lot of stuff about stuff like that. And as far as I've not come across that, probably I've heard of it. I just never really. It's not something I've really looked into. But never knew what happened actually. So it's news. I didn't even know about that. It's terrible.
Yeah,
I'm surprised I didn't.
Yeah, it's quite a huge event when it happened because the radiation spread quite all across Europe and everywhere. So even reached here. Obviously, nowhere near as much as it was near the centre, but you know. My God knows. I wanted to tell you what the death toll was, the predicted death toll after that at the end of the series, because imagine there'd be a huge amount. Because obviously, people, depending on your dose of radiation, I mean, pretty much die in 24 hours if you're exposed to enough of it. I mean, some of the people, when the first reactor first went off, they died pretty much instantly because of the radiation exposure. The unfortunate people were right on the epicenter of the disaster. But obviously, you get cancers and stuff lead off from that, don't you? So you get delayed effects from radiation. I just wonder what the overall death count was from that. Must be huge.
They were looking at that nuclear thing in Japan. It wasn't a lot worse than what it was. It was luckily it didn't. It wasn't too much of a. There wasn't a big, massive disaster. Just obviously.
Yeah, I'm not sure details of that. Yeah, I know it was a big disaster, but don't know how comparison was. I don't know how it compared to Chernobyl. Don't think it was just
Nowhere in comparison. Yeah, it wasn't too much.
The reactor totally apart. I don't know.
I think the tsunami kind of got into it, so and just I think it did something with it didn't call something would happen to it.
Earthquake was it that caused it?
Oh, if it's tsunami did it, what caused it to?
Was it?
Yep.
Oh, it could be right.
But it might have been the earthquake as well. I think, but I think the tsunami was the.
Yeah, you're probably right. Fukushima. Fukushima. Trying to say a Japanese word and I can't. Fukushima.
I think it's Fukushima. I think I don't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it very well. I will, but
sounds better than I am.
I've heard it so many times. I don't know how to pronounce it. That when you watched just only watch the stuff documentaries and stuff about it, when you hear about it and stuff.
Yeah.
You know that it's the way I say it, so I just kind of know how to say it.
And they've only said there's only one death from cancer. They say that on the data. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry, it was an earthquake. Oh no, it says they had can't say the word. Tsunami? What you said?
Fukushima.
No, the actual it's just like when you get like a tidal wave, isn't it?
Oh, tsunami.
Yeah,
Tsunami.
Yep, that's the one. Tsunami. Yeah, apparently initially primarily by tsunami, followed by an earthquake. So they had both. So it was both right. Because tsunamis are actually caused by earthquakes, aren't they?
Oh yeah, so when it's underground, yeah, it makes the plate
like
pull up in it, and it kind of just makes the water go up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that caused
a tsunami.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tsunami, but it begins with T.
I know, it's confusing. That's what I don't get. It's like when I first read the words, like I thought I didn't know how to pronounce it because it starts with a T. So it's a bit. I think it might be tsunami. I don't know. Or tsunami or something. I think, but it's one of those. It just sounds more like tsunami. I just easier to say that because.
Yeah, I think you're right with tsunami. I think that's how you pronounce it. You've got silent T at the beginning. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it'd be a good idea to build a nuclear reactor on a place which is prone to earthquakes anyway.
It's a bit stupid. Like they built it right near the sea as well, so it's not far from the sea.
Yeah, it was no. That's probably because of the coolant, because they pump a lot of water for it, don't they? It's probably you just use seawater. Yeah, that's suppose so. Whole of Japan's prone to earthquakes, so there's nowhere you could put it. Really, so how safe you could put it.
There was the whole Ring of Fire. They're on the line of that, so that's where you get the most earthquakes. There's a big ring of fire called the Pacific.
Yeah.
So plate or so. I think it's some
Yeah.
between.
Plates, aren't they?
It were two plates that constantly grinding. Yeah.
Grind against each other.
No, every so often it builds up a lot of pressure. It just pushes back, and it just kind of makes the whole cause the earthquake.
Yeah. Yeah. We're lucky because we're nowhere near a fault line, so.
The worst we get are tremors. I felt a tremor before, but I never felt an earthquake.
So far from the original origin of the tremor, hardly feel them. They're saying that this new fracking process they got causes earthquakes, don't they? Yeah. Burrow under the ground to get out the gases. Apparently, it causes earthquakes. So it's like man-made earthquake.
I think they say. I think last year wasn't last year. I think with there's wildfires in America, in California. I was sort of saying the reckon that was the government causing burning down those houses because the way it was like it was just burning houses, but it wasn't burning the trees. The trees were still in. Like all the houses were just a line of houses burnt down, but the trees are like still like green, and so it's like they just targeted the houses. Like the houses just burnt, but the trees didn't burn. So
yeah, but what possible reason would they have for doing that?
that's it.
I mean, I have a conspiracy theory, but it's usually a motive behind it.
There's also it was always like conspiracy theory. People are always making conspiracy theories about things. You know, the what isn't there a conspiracy theory about? Not many things.
The thing what causes a rise in conspiracy theories is because the government always bloody lying all the time. You know,
They don't help themselves. No, definitely not. But they're just
no.
And the things, especially when things don't add up to what they're saying, it doesn't make no sense.
Take the weapons of mass destruction that Iraq's supposed to have had. They didn't have any. That was the reason we went in there. That was the reason we invaded Iraq. Because he apparently had weapons of mass destruction, which he never had. So he's been lied to. What about the expenses scandal where the MPs were like claiming for all kinds of shit and free money for stuff? That's another thing. And recently, Boris Johnson's just been done for lying about the 350 million on the bus. So he's going to get 350 million for the NHS.
Well, I think I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Was that going to prevent him becoming the prime minister?
I don't know. Yeah, probably won't help much. Yeah.
But Theresa May leaves on the 7th of. I think she leaves on the 7th of June. I think she. Finally, there should be no more halts. There should be no more delays with the Brexit thing now because she was holding it up. She won't make a decision. She won't make decisions. Just and they keep just. Hopefully.
Yeah. Can't stand a conservative government. A load of evil bastards there. All the concerned about is bloody money for themselves. I say, power of money. Not concerned about the population.
The chat for number 50. They're not 50. I'll do 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to get going in the 5 minutes because.
Okay.
Yep. We're doing more of these anyway. They're trying to do some of these like the 4 o'clock ideal time to do these as well. Sometimes I think it's a good time to do these because
I was going to check out a film today. Actually, I was going to check out Captive State. mainly because it's a sci-fi film. So it's just been come out in the cinema on 15th of March, but you can get hold of it. Yeah, so we'll check that out. And so you're still not tempted to try Netflix, huh?
I'm still gonna try. Yeah, and it's still to the sign. I should sign up and I'm gonna do it. I'll do it. I'm definitely gonna, you know.
Yeah, it's always been interesting.
Especially when especially when I might end up watching that Terminator movie on there, yeah, or wherever it goes to. You know,
I haven't got any of the previous Terminators on there. I just checked, but it's unlikely going to have. But I don't know. Just see. I mean, obviously you're because you recently put out that review of your well, not review, preview of your that trailer for the new Terminator film. And that got the more thumbs up than most of your recent videos, didn't it?
I did, yeah. So I've been getting more thumbs up recently.
It's obviously going down that line is probably the decision. Obviously, if you do Netflix, it gives you access to a hell of a lot of TV and films.
Definitely. There's also Amazon Prime as well. I have to try that as well. You get stuff on there, you get movies on there and stuff.
What's your fast take on that at the moment? Classic sci-fi. Is it Jim Henson who did the Muppets? That's all the. End. Yeah, Jim Henson. Do you know the Muppets?
I've heard of it, yeah. There's definitely, I can't remember if I've seen it. I probably have when I was younger.
Ever seen what about Fraggle Rock? Remember that?
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Time that was 83 to 87, so we've been
before I was born, yeah.
Yeah. Labyrinth, you seen that?
No.
Yeah. Dark Crystal.
I know I've not seen that either.
That's a pretty obscure film, that is. They're bringing the Dark Crystal. Oh, you haven't seen Dark Crystal films, so you probably. But they can have a Dark Crystal TV series on Netflix.
Cool. I don't know, just
No, I'm forced you to harm. Me being bossy again is one of my characteristics. I can get bossy sometimes.
I've never heard of it. I've just never really, I don't know. So I've not heard a lot of things, unfortunately.
Oh, thing is discovered, isn't it?
But at least I'm never going to get run out of things to ever watch. I mean, there's tons of things I haven't watched, so
Yeah.
you know. So and I've got the rest of my life as well. Well, I'm not going to wait forever to watch stuff, but
Oh yeah.
it was good talking. Anyway, and my sister will be back soon, so she just I don't know. I have to I can't really do these chats when she gets back. She's talking, and so I always tend to end about this time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See Chris as well. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll talk eventually.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure I will. Yeah, just
I know I can be an annoying asshole sometimes. That's probably why.
it's the first step, I think. If I just said hi, so that's good. I mean, maybe.
I know.
So
Okay.
if I don't get it, because you both got the same interests, you get them, so you got the same type of
Yeah,
taste. So.
yeah, I know, but no, I can. I don't know. I've got some character flaws that probably puts people off me. That's understandable. Um. Anyway, cool. Yeah, it's good talking, Dan. So,
Oh, definitely. I'll do some more live streams of it. I'm doing some more live streams and stuff, so as well. So I definitely will have a hangout next week, and I'll do one of these next week.
yeah, it's just I just prefer talking rather than typing.
Oh yeah, understandable. Yeah.
Can't spell for starters. So. Okay. Yeah. See you, Linda.
That's it.